Good morning to the citizens of Randolph County. This is Darrell Fry, your County Commissioner Chairman, coming to you again with our weekly report as we try to keep you, the citizens, updated on what's going on here in the county relative to the COVID-19 situation. Today is March the 31st, but it's also the first day of Governor Cooper's order of shelter in place, or as most of us call it, a stay-at-home resolution that the governor issued effective at 5 o'clock last evening. It basically limits travel to just essential travel, work for those essential jobs that are defined under the order that the governor signed, and essential work in like medical, drugstores, grocery stores, things like that, that are essential to our life. There's also essential jobs. You see the folks behind me this morning here in our Emergency Operations Center. Those are essential jobs. There's essential jobs all across Randolph County government today that has to go on in order to serve you, the citizens, in order to be here to answer your questions and be available for emergency calls. Our EMS folks, the Sheriff's Department, our health department, social services, all aspects of county government are essential to your life, and we're doing our part within the rules to keep that open for you as needed. I also want to say to you this morning, there's essential items. I've been sort of going to some grocery stores, and there where I live in Archdale, there's a Food Line, there's a Lowe's, there's a Walmart, and the shelves are empty of those things that are essential to our life. And I see in the parking lot as people come out with buggies and they open up the back of an SUV and it's full of toilet tissue, paper towels, and Clorox, and wipes, sanitizers, all the things that are essential. And some are hoarding those and keeping them from people who don't have. I've had a couple of ladies who talk about being shoved in line where they were waiting in turn, according to the management of the store, to pick up particular items, and be shoved out of line by those who wanted to grab and get ahead of the others. So please, let's be respectful to one another. I saw a lady last night, a person there in the community that I'm familiar with, and ran into her in the grocery store. And she was buying paper napkins because she could not buy a single pack of toilet tissue. So let's be respectful and let's show respect toward the other citizens as we shop and these essential items for each one of us. I also this morning wanted to read the proclamation that sets forth the day of prayer here in Randolph County. We mentioned that last Thursday, and prayer has continued to be practiced every day here. As we came last Thursday, we had 6 cases. Now we're up to 17, but thankfully overnight we didn't have any new cases to come in. So continue to pray, and we've been asked and working with some of the ministers here in the county for a countywide day of prayer. I want to read that proclamation. Recognizing a day of prayer in Randolph County on April the 6th, 2020. Whereas Randolph County is facing unprecedented health, social, and economic challenges as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. And whereas calling upon the Lord our God for divine assistance through the power of prayer has long been one of the foundations of the Randolph County community. And whereas recognizing a day of prayer in Randolph County unites our citizens of all faiths and beliefs to join in prayer and to come together spiritually. And whereas a Randolph County Day of Prayer is an opportunity for our citizens of all faiths to join in united prayer to acknowledge our dependence on God. And whereas prayer allows us to give thanks for our blessings, to request healing for the sick and strength for those caring for the sick, to bring comfort to those isolated for health and safety, and to ask God to guide our leaders to bring wholeness to this community in this time of physical separation. Now therefore be it proclaimed on behalf of the Randolph County Board of Commissioners, We do hereby recognize April the 6th, 2020 as a day of prayer in Randolph County and encourage citizens to observe the day in the ways appropriate to its importance and to its significance. In closing this morning, I would just like to say to you, as you're home today and or in your time of devotion or study, turn in your Bibles to the book of Romans in chapter 8, beginning about verse 35 and through the remainder of that chapter. And Paul, in his writing, asked this question: what shall separate us from the love of God? Is it pestilence? Is it famine? Is it stress? Is it peril? Paul answered his own question and he said, no. In all these things, we're more than conquerors through him that loves us. And he closes by saying, nothing shall separate us from the love of God through his Son, Jesus Christ. This too shall pass. As we say each time, we're all in this together. And I just encourage you to practice the safe habits, the safe distances, and as we do our part, to maybe make it a little easier on God as he works with us in our daily lives. May God bless each and every one of you in Randolph County. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman Darrell Fry. This is the third in a series of educational videos that Randolph County government is preparing to provide you, our citizens, with updated information as we all are challenged by the issues of a pandemic. We have already had over 6,000 individual views of the two videos that we've produced so far. This is good news, for people need to be aware of what's happening in the community. They need to be aware of the issues that are out there. Coming next today is our Public Health Director, Susan Hayes. Susan will give a up-to-date status report on the virus here in Randolph County. Sheriff Greg Seabolt will provide you with updated information on what our Sheriff's Department and law enforcement will be doing to enforce the rules that were established by Governor Cooper in his stay-at-home order. Finally, we're going to have an update on our animal services shelter and what the county is doing at our new animal services department to protect our animals and also our staff and the employees and the citizens that we serve.
Hi, Susan Hayes, Randolph County Public Health. This morning, Randolph County currently has 17 cases of coronavirus. Now that will change, I'm sure, as the day goes on, but we were pleased when we came in this morning and our numbers had not increased. We have no deaths, thank goodness. Over the past 2 weeks, we have seen church activity involved in the number of cases that we have in our county, and it's quite concerning. As we all know, yesterday, as of 5 p.m., Governor Cooper's Executive Order 121 to stay at home became effective. This is known as social distancing, as are other practices that we've been asked to participate in, such as limiting mass gatherings to 10 and keeping 6 feet of distance between you and others. Social distancing is putting into place public health measures designed to reduce contact between people. Social distancing is critical for breaking the chain of transmission of COVID-19. Why is social distancing important? For the very reason I just told you. It's critical and crucial. Because social distancing is the only tool we have to interrupt the spread of the disease and the deaths that come with the coronavirus. This outbreak isn't just about you. It's about those around us. Please stay home. It's about personal responsibility that both of us, you and I, have to those around us. It's taking actions that matters. Your actions matter. Staying at home matters and will save lives. I know it's hard, but we've got to do it. We must do our part to protect others. So take care, stay home, save lives, It's up to us. Please remember, if you have questions that we can help you with regarding coronavirus, to call our hotline at 336-318-6227. Thank you.
The COVID-19 pandemic has been a very stressful and in some cases scary time for many of us in Randolph County. The stay-at-home order issued last Friday by Governor Cooper likely and understandably enhanced those emotions. I want to take a moment to share with you my perspective of Governor Cooper's executive order. I think it is important to address what the Sheriff's Office will and will not be doing as a result of this order. I hope this will ease some worry for those trying to understand what the stay-at-home order means for you and your families. There's a great deal of information included in the order, but I hope to cover the main points and clear up as much confusion as possible. First, members of the Randolph County Sheriff's Office will not have roadblocks set up to check those who are out and about. We trust that everyone moving about will be doing so for the purpose of work and or taking care of the essential needs. What is considered essential is related to the stay-at-home order. A person may be out if they are going or coming to work, medical appointments, shopping for food, medications, and home products for yourself or for someone unable to leave their home. This also includes travel to and from places of worship, as well as travel to volunteer with organizations that provide charitable services for the community. Additionally, you can go outside and enjoy the beautiful weather. Go for a walk or a jog or even catch up on your reading. However, this does not mean you can go to a public place that has been closed by our county or local municipalities. There are many businesses and services that are considered essential which will remain operational and available to you. While there are too many to list, some are food services, healthcare services, banking services, construction services, and gas stations. The goal of the order is to limit the amount of contact between people in an effort to minimize the risk of exposure to COVID-19, while still allowing you to access the essential needs and giving providers of those needs the authority to come and go. Remember, exercising social distancing, that is, maintaining at least 6 feet apart and only gathering in groups of 10 people. This is a time for people with children to reassure them that they are safe and everything will be okay. Use this as an opportunity to spend quality time with your families. Get caught up on simple home projects and enjoy this beautiful springtime weather. Remember, we are Randolph County strong, and we will get through this. We have proven time and time again through hurricanes, tornadoes, and other natural disasters how strong and resilient we are. As always, we will overcome this crisis stronger and even more resilient as before. This too shall pass. Until then, my thoughts and prayers continue to be with everyone as we navigate through this unsettling time. Remember, your sheriff's office is open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We remain on duty, protecting and serving you and your families. Never hesitate to call us if you need us. If you have questions about stay-at-home order, we will do our best to answer them. You may email us directly at the email address below, or you could call the COVID hotline number at 336-318-6227, and that's the Randolph County number. Please be careful and contact us if you need our help. This is all about self-responsibility. Remember, the quicker we stop this virus from spreading, the quicker we can get back to a normal life. Stay home, stay safe, and stay informed. Thank you, and God bless.
Last July, the Board of County Commissioners established Animal Services in Randolph County as an independent department of Randolph County government. You've heard previously from Chairman Darrell Fry, Public Health Director Susan Hayes, and Sheriff Greg Seabolt about the many precautions and preparations county government is taking during these challenging times of the coronavirus. Protection of the public health and safety is critical. Coronavirus preparations and precautions also extend to our animal community. We can all be proud of the staff of the Animal Services Department and the quick actions they have taken to protect the public, the staff, and the animals in their care at the shelter due to threats that may exist as a result of the virus. The new business operations plan for Animal Services Department is posted on the Animal Services website and their Facebook page. It is a plan developed by the staff that outlines Animal Services continuity of operations, which is a term you'll be hearing more about later in these videos as we proceed through what the county is doing to provide protection for the virus. The business continuity of operations seeks to protect the public health, the public staff, and the animals that are in the care of our staff during this crisis of a pandemic. Government continuity plans can sometimes be complicated and overly wordy, but when I read the assurances from our staff that our animals will be loved and cared for during this time, I thought that said all that needs to be said about the dedication and the professionalism of our staff at the Randolph County Animal Services. I would now like to introduce Heather Wood. Heather is part of my new management team at the Animal Services Department, consisting of Tammy Walker, who is our Animal Control Supervisor, Ashley Morris, who is an Administrative Coordinator, and Heather, who serves as our Animal Adoption Coordinator.
Hello, my name is Heather Wood, filming from Randolph County Animal Services, and I'm here to give you our COVID-19 pup date. Adoptions, owner surrenders, and stray intakes should make an appointment between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. This gives us the time we need to disinfect in between each citizen interaction. Authorized persons may enter the building one at a time. Animal control is running as needed. Check out our Facebook page and website for lost pets and adoptable pets. Videos can also be found on our new YouTube channel, so please subscribe. We are happy to report that our animals are being loved, cared for, and exercised by our staff here at Randolph County Animal Services. Adoptions are not being impacted by this COVID-19. Our adoptable animals are giving people the love and support they need to get through this trying time. At this time, I would like to introduce Henry, one of our adoptable dogs. This is Henry. He is a 1.5-year-old lab mix weighing 60 pounds. He is available for adoption. You can put in your application for him today. He walks great on the leash and knows some of his basic commands. This is Hank. He's a 2-year-old Beagle mix. He is 35 pounds, but he's a little chunky. This fun-loving pup is also available for adoption. Put in your application for him today. We cannot miss this opportunity to introduce our shelter mascot, Bruce. Bruce was found in a ditch. His skull was fractured, his jaw was fractured, and both eardrums were busted. We loved him so much that we decided to keep him. Bruce has his own Instagram, so please follow him for pup dates on everyday shelter life. For additional information, please feel free to visit our information center located at our front gate and grab a pamphlet with lots of information. If you need anything else, please feel free to contact the Adoption Center at 336-683-8240 or Intake Center at 336-683-8235. Randolph County Animal Services staff and pets are dedicated to doing our part during the COVID-19.
Thank you so much for viewing these videos, and we hope they continue to be helpful to you. Our next video, by the way, will be this Thursday.